The Office of the Secretary-General of the National Freedom Party has this morning released a statement citing that one of the party's councillor candidates in Nongoma has been gunned down. The party has expressed shock and devastation upon receiving the news. The victim, Dumisani Qwabe, was the Ward 17 candidate in Nongoma. According to the NFP, he was found in the early hours of this morning in his car, which is burning. The police in Kwa Zulu-Natal couldn't comment on the matter as they say they're still following up on the incident. We speak now to Canaan Mdletshe. He's the Secretary-General of the NFP. Mr. Mdletshe, our condolences to the family and the party. Do we know what happened?
Good morning, Desiree, and good morning to the SABC viewers. Yes, it's true that as the organization, we heard this morning that our councillor candidate in Nongoma in Ward 17, Comrade Dumisani Qwabe, was found in a burning car in Nongoma. From the information we received from the police and our comrades at the scene right now, his car had bullet holes all over it, and there were some blood stains in the car as well as on the ground at the scene, which to us then clearly demonstrate that our comrade was shot and killed before he was put into the car, which was then set alight. As NFP was shocked with the latest developments because we're not expecting this to happen, as much as we know that Nongoma has a history, a bad history for that matter, especially during this period of electioneering. We are therefore, as the NFP, want to express our condolences to his immediate family, the NFP in Nongoma and in Kwa Zulu-Natal, because his death has sent a shockwave amongst the comrades, especially our candidates who are now fearing for their lives. They don't know whether they should continue campaigning or they should just stay at home. Actually, even one of them called me and said, you know what, I'm taking my family, I'm going to hiding until after the 1st of November, which is demonstrate to us that the situation is not good. Our comrades are in fear, and it does not go well for our elections because if these killings continue until the 1st of November, clearly the forthcoming elections won't be free and fair. We are therefore concerned as an organization, but at the same time we are calling for calm. We are calling for not emotions to run into our heads. We are calling for our members in particular to remain calm, to make sure that they preach unity during this difficult time in the organization.
Mr. Mdletshe, you speak of an election history in Nongoma fraught with difficulties, but are you able to tell us what are the current issues in the area?
You'll recall, Desiree, that the NFP did not contest the 2016 local government elections. Therefore, our return into politics, in particular, contesting these elections, has clearly sent some concerns or some worries to some opposition parties because they know that the NFP has a majority of support in Nongoma. There was a stage, I think a week or two ago, where some people who are working for the municipality, some who had businesses or who had received tenders from the municipalities in the Zululand area were telling us in our faces that the NFP is not going to take food from their mouth, because they know that once the NFP takes over, some of them they are going to lose tenders, they are going to lose businesses that they had with the municipalities in the area of Zululand. And we are therefore worried as the organization because it is clear that there are some people out there who are going to make sure that they create instability so that the NFP will not contest, will not participate freely in this election, so that our members will not go in their numbers to cast their vote. And we are therefore saying we are hoping that the law enforcement agencies, in particular the intelligence of the SAPS, because I think this is what is lacking in our country. Our police are not equipped to prevent these incidents.
Mr. Mdletshe, I just want to ask you a quick question. Before the killing, had Mr. Qwabe raised any red flags about his security and things he was hearing, perhaps?
Not him personally, but there were some of our members who reported to us that they were noted because they were receiving some calls with private numbers, people saying odd things to them, and some people even threatening them. But we didn't take them seriously because we thought, no, it's part of politicking in that particular area, because that area has a violent history in its own. So therefore, when someone calls and tell you that, no, but don't think that you're going to come and take my word, and we don't take that seriously. But it is clear now that those calls were not just from people who were just scaring us, but they meant what they said, and we are worried. We are hoping that the army is going to deploy it in areas that has been identified as hotspots in Kwa Zulu-Natal, because we really need that at this particular moment.
Hopefully we'll be getting a follow-up from the police services, but thank you so much for speaking to us, and condolences to the family and the party once again.